welcome to another episode of FriBaT, Fridays, Beers and Tools with Andy. Last week we talked about a couple of Milwaukee tools. This week we're going to review another Milwaukee tool that is a favourite, but let's start with the beer first. This week's beer is a James Boags, should put my glasses on. James Boags Premium Light. James Boags is a well-known Tasmanian beer. I don't know whether it's actually brewed in Tasmania anymore. I think it's usually done under license. It is a light beer, and for our American viewers, light beers in Australia means low alcohol, not light in calories. So this beer, this 375ml stubby, is only 0.7 of a standard drink. I'm a big fan of James Boags. Haven't tried their lights a lot, but we'll give it a go today. Yeti. Gotta get a Yeti. Ooh, now there's something. It doesn't fit in my Yeti. Ooh, a point against Mr. James Boags. The Yeti has a flexible ring in the top, designed for slightly different sized beers and cans. And of course, our American friends will know the Yeti brand very well. It's your brand, but it doesn't fit our James Boags beer. Well, that's a bit sad. Put that out of the road. Point against Mr. Yeti, or is it a point against the beer? Give it a go. That's really nice. Very refreshing. It's not too hoppy. What do they class it as? Since 1881, James Boags and his brewers have been brewing the pure waters of Tasmania and seeking out the finest ingredients to brew extraordinary beers, creating a premium light beer, lager, as unique as the land that inspired it. And after all that, was it made in Tasmanian waters? I'll check that and get back to you. Can't see it on there. For our American friends who do know that, or in your country, light beer is light calories, this beer, they claim, has 99.9% sugar-free. So it is low in calories. It's a nice beer. I guess if you're sitting down to a meal and you know you've got to drive, that's not a bad choice. All right, let's put the James Boags down and get on to the tool review for today. Today's tool we're going to review is the Milwaukee 1/4-inch hex impact driver. Milwaukee part number M12 FID-0. I love this tool. Let me just state that straight out of the box. This is not a paid advertisement. I bought this with my own money. I was not given it by Milwaukee or any tool supplier. I love this tool. I would like to buy more Milwaukee subcompact or stubby tools. Fantastic little tool. This one is the 1/4-inch hex, so it has the 1/4-inch hex drive. I often use 3/8, 1/4, and in some occasions 1/2-inch drives into it, and they just push in and lock into the hex drive. A couple of features of this tool. It has a 4-stage or 4-mode driver control in the top, and so it's got the screw function, or drill function I should say. 1, 2 and 3 are different torque settings, 3 being the max torque setting. The max torque on this tool is 146 Newton meters. So if you remember from last week's tool review, the brushless 3/8 driver was 75 Newton meters. This is double again. This is a fuel, so it's a brushless unit, and wow, I love this tool. These subcompacts, and there are some other versions of the Milwaukee. Don't tell my wife, I really would like to buy more Milwaukee M12. There's a stubby version that you can get with a 1/4, 3/8 or 1/2-inch drive, and it's even smaller. It's smaller dimensions here to get into tighter spaces. As usual, it takes the M12 Milwaukee or generic in this case. This is a 2,500 milliamp M12 battery. It does have the light like the other units, and being a impact driver or a screwdriver, if you choose to put screwdriver tips in it, the light shines straight out at where your work is. Bit hard to see in the studio lighting here. Studio lighting, funny, aren't I? But wow, what a tool. It's only 129 millimeters long, so you can fit it into tight spaces, and for its size, it is impressive the amount of torque that it's got. It has a no load speed of 0 to 3,300 RPM, so much faster than the ratchet drivers, as you'd expect. It is an impact tool. It's fairly quiet. Brushless motors are quieter. And the grip on these tools is fantastic. It's a rubberized grip, and it's really comfortable to hold. Its weight is really, really nice. Hang on, I need a beer. Has reversing function, so forward and reverse. And I haven't used it in the drill setting yet, because I actually do have a couple of different types of cordless drills as well. I guess I'll be doing a review on them eventually. But I really, really like it for impact removal of bolts. It won't do big ones, of course. It's only 146 Newton meters. It's not a real big beefy punch unit. But again, its compactness and its lightness is really, really good. You can get into tight spaces with it, and it'll loosen some pretty stubborn bolts. The other thing I really like about this one is, and I don't think it comes with the standard unit, you can get a protection boot with them. I like to look after my tools. I guess that's probably my work history, but I really like keeping my tools in good condition. I'm not one of these people that throws tools or abuses tools. I actually clean my tools after I've finished a job, and put them away where they belong, so I know exactly where they are. This one, which I bought from, I think, eBay US, came with, in this case, a rubber boot. The Australian versions from Australian tool suppliers don't seem to provide this, so you can maybe ask for this. Maybe it can be part of the deal, you can get it thrown in. But again, I like to protect and look after my tools. Again, I love this tool. I can't state that enough, and I need more beer. What else can we tell you about it? How much are they? Funnily enough, they're actually quite good value in Australia. They weren't when they first came out. That's why I bought it from eBay US. You can now buy them from Australian tool suppliers like Total Tools, etc. Bunnings doesn't stock Milwaukee, I don't think, but Total Tools definitely does, for about $225 as a bare tool without the protector. I prefer to buy bare tools because I find the packages that they usually do are probably a little bit more overpriced. And let's face it, how many chargers do you need? You certainly need some batteries. But as I mentioned, the Milwaukee batteries are quite expensive. These aftermarket branded ones from Amazon and some on eBay, I don't know the quality of those, pardon me, are really good. I'm really happy with them so far. You can get the bigger battery as well. I think it's a 4 ampere hour, so it's a bigger, squarer battery. Obviously makes the tool heavier, but I love the compactness of this. One thing I didn't write down is the weight. Stand by one. I'll find out how much it weighs for you. Last week I mentioned the warranty. I thought it was 12 months. Milwaukee has a 5-year warranty. Impressive. How much does it weigh? More beer. Specifications. Right. Weight 0.8 of a kilo. Wow. Don't think that's including the battery. It's about 0.8. And the batteries weigh not much at all on the M12s. The mode control button that we talked about before has multiple modes, four modes in all. It provides 0 to 1300 RPM in mode 1, 0 to 2400 RPM in mode 2, and 0 to 3300 RPM in mode 3. Mode 4 is a self-tapping mode, which, as I said before, was drilling or screwdriving, so self-tapping mode, and is designed to reduce walking when starting self-tapping screws, as well as reduce overdriving, breaking and stripping out all screws. So there you go. So in a nutshell, close that down again. Thank you, Milwaukee, Australia. I love this tool. This is one of my most favourite tools in my toolbox. It's certainly my most favourite Milwaukee tool, even over the 3/8 wrenches that we reviewed last week. Impact wrenches. No, ratchets. Even over the 3/8 ratchets that we reviewed last week. Fantastic little tool for $225 odd. Wow. I'd like to expand my my tool fleet a little bit more in Milwaukee. Please don't tell my wife. She thinks everything costs $24.95 each. We'd like to keep it that way. Please don't tell her. But for the price and the value and the usability, the usefulness of this tool, fantastic. Would I recommend the Milwaukee M12 FID-0? 100%. I love this tool. I think I've said that a few times now. It must be the beer. All right, let's finish off the James Boag Premium Light review. Hang on. Pardon me. Love this beer. Really, really nice for a light beer. I'm not a huge fan of light beers. I like to drink beer because it's beer. But that's a really nice beer. I do like James Boag's. I am going to retire to Tasmania, for those that don't know that. I'm sick of the Northern Territory heat, and in 2 more years, or approximately 530 working days, not that I'm counting, I will be retiring to Tasmania, where this is far more readily available. Would I recommend James Boag Premium Light? 100% I would. A really, really nice tasting beer, which of course if you're driving you don't want to be over the limit, and it tastes like beer. Very nice. Anyway, that's it for episode 2 of, I probably shouldn't number these episodes, I should just do them weekly. For this episode of the FriBaT Friday Beers and Tools review. Hope you enjoyed it. Please smash that like and like button, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you get notified of when I post new videos. Please share it amongst your friends. If you think somebody would be interested in this, or is looking at these type of tools and would like an independent review, As I said, I'm not provided these tools by Milwaukee or any tool company, so therefore whatever I say about these tools is 100% not swayed. In fact, if any tool company does want to give me any tools to review, guess what? I'm not going to be swayed by that either, but obviously I have to tell you that they're provided to me. In this case, I bought this one with my own money. Again, I love this tool. Fantastic tool, 100% recommend it. Brilliant piece of kit to add to your collection. Anyway, that's all for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment. Let me know what I can do better, what you like, maybe what you would like to see reviewed if I've got one. I'm not necessarily going to go out and buy one if you want to get something reviewed, but if I've got one, or if the wife thinks that it's only $29.95 to buy, then I might get one and review it anyway. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and like, share and subscribe, and see you next week. Cheers.